So this again you've seen. Susceptible, 1 or 2 minor genes, 2 or 3 major minor genes, 4 or 5 minor genes, near immune response. So this is what susceptible looks like versus adult plant resistance. And again, this is the cultivar kingbird. SR2 is previously the only well-studied APR gene, and it occurs in the cymid germplasm at a frequency, I think, of about 70 or 80%. It's quite high. Effectiveness of SR2 on its own is variable. Resistance could be adequate or inadequate. In my case, in the USA, SR2 alone provides enough protection during the course of the season that when stem rust does come in, which is not frequent, but when it does, it usually provides enough protection to slow the development of the disease down and the crop matures before there is very much damage. Now in your case, I'm not sure that's true or not. If it's not, then you'll need an accumulation of several minor genes for APR in combination with SR2, and you've heard this term before, the SR2 complex. Resistance phenotypes can range from near immune to slow rusting. And just to note that SR2 is on 3BS, and based on a publication by this guy Yu et al. Just recently in 2014, there are 11 QTL on that or near that locus that are contributing to adult plant resistance. So that may be some clue as to what this SR2 complex is. It's really not well understood at the moment. We've mentioned this before, the wheat atlas, an atlas of resistance genes. That's in the flash drive that you'll get. It really is a very good resource for many things. If you want to know something about any of the known SR genes at the time this was published, then you should start by reading this document or looking at this document. So this is the SR2 complex effect. Here's pseudo black chaff. This is SR2 alone without the other genes in the complex. And this is attributed to Ravi Singh et al. And Dave is also an author on this paper. It's not yet been published, but we've got this demonstration from that publication. There are additional genes that confer slow rusting. SR 55, 56, 57, 58. That's their chromosomal location. They may or may not be in the 9th stem rust resistance screening nursery. If you go to the CIMMIT website, there's the stem rust resistance screening nursery number 1, number 2, all the way through SR stem rust resistance screening number 9. I have not looked at those files, but there would be a number of sources of stem rust resistance in those varieties that you could request from CIMMIT. All of these are pleiotropic genes, meaning they have an effect on more than one trait. So they are LR34, YR18, you've heard before, is also the same gene that is the SR57 gene, but it also provides some adult resistance to leaf rust, to yellow rust, and to powdery mildew, and maybe for a few more traits as well. This document is in fact in with your package also, and if you're interested in the detail that's in there, it really is a very exhaustive treatment of all of the UG99 stem rust resistance loci in wheat up until the date of that publication. So there are based on that publication, there are a number of genomic regions for adult plant resistance and other genes in the context of UG99 stem rust resistance, and there are a number of loci that are located to the A genome, the B genome, and the D genome. Interestingly, there are hotspots of resistant loci across the genome, and there are 19 QTLs on 3BS. There are a number of qualitative or all-stage genes on 3BS also. There are a number of QTL genes, 9 of them in fact on 5BL, and a number of qualitative genes on 5BL. And there are 7 quantitative trait loci on 2BL, and also some qualitative genes on 2BL. And so there are hotspots in the genome, and the 2B chromosome that seems to be particularly productive.